because, you know, it's hard seeing someone, well, living the life that you could have lived had you made another choice. So, and I'm not arguing that, well, children cannot make you happy. Of course, children can make people happy, but not everyone. Not as it is presented in our society, that children are these magical angels that you create for yourself, and they magically make you and your everybody around, your relatives, your partner happy to the rest of your life. Well, they say it's hard being a parent, but they also say it's just such a joy. There is no higher joy than having a kid. This is how it's presented to people. So we have a whole bunch of people just mindlessly running like crazy towards marriage and procreation, because they think that it's such a bliss that it's like at top of your dreams. That's why sometimes we have depressions after that, because when parents see that, yeah, they do have a kids now, but it still does not fix all the problems that were uh, out for them before they had kids. They still have the same psychological issues, the same emptiness inside, the same la 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 la. It's different in every case, but children are not the magic solution for everything. So what I'm saying, people should really realize that parenting, that bringing up, raising a kid is a full-time job. No, I don't mean if raising children in a way that they are later messed up completely and have to, you know, go to a therapist to fix the mistakes you make on every step. I mean, really, if you want to raise a kid that will be, you know, healthy, harmonious person, well, as healthy as person can be, that requires a certain attitude, that requires a lot of time and sacrifice from parents. And you have to really love it. Love being living for the other person. Love, you know, seeing that child grow. Love devoting most of your time to that kid. And if that's what you feel you really are, and you are not afraid of that big wagon of work that you have to do to accommodate a kid, you know, then why not? Parenting is just for you. But in our society, we don't let people to stop and think for themselves. We create this myth that children are for everybody, that everyone is meant to be a parent, and once you have a kid, you will understand how great it is, and all your doubts will disappear. I don't think this is the right way of putting this question. I think that we should let people know of the reality, that uh, having a kid is not only joyful and fulfilling, it is also a lot of work and sacrifice. Again, I've already said that. Well, but we're living in our world, and in this world, no one really cares about, bringing up healthy people into society. As long as the quantity is maintained, no one cares about the quality. I mean the psychological health. I don't mean that child abuse or anything, because yeah, we raise sort of normal kids, but then these normal kids, like ourselves, when we grow up, we see that we have lots of issues. Some have issues with self-esteem, some have issues with sexuality, some have issues, they don't know how to make friends and be sociable, and all these problems come from childhood, from parents who do not know how to raise a healthy kid. And well, because in our world you have to pass an exam to get your driver's license, but Any idiot can raise a child. How hard can it be? Why not? So I'm not saying that no one is allowed to have a kid unless they pass some exam, but I'm just arguing with the point that we all should have kids. Everybody should have kids. I'm just saying we already have too many people, right? And we better concentrate on quality and ensure that those people who really want kids, that they have all the literature, all the TV programs. By now we have uh, extensive knowledge on how kids should be raised, but not every parent cares to even get interested in that, because we have this unwritten rule that parenthood kind of it's something like genetic. You have it in you. Once you have a kid, you know how to be a parent. Nothing can be further from the truth, and the reality is the proof of that. How many messed up people we see around. So, getting back to the hostile moms and wannabe moms, what I'm saying is, if you fell into the trap of the mandatory procreation propaganda, uh, this is unfortunate, but it doesn't give you the right to attack those who were able to resist it, and make their choice instead, make their own choice. I'm not saying that no one should have kids. I'm saying that some people should have kids, not all people. Contrary to the claim that we have in society that everyone has to. It's not an obligation. We don't owe this to anybody. And it's not even good for those people who don't really feel like they would be great parents to become parents just for the sake of it. Like just to go tick, became a parent in my life. The choice, I think, should be conscious and really informed of all the sacrifices, of all the difficulties and all the lifestyle changes, and of the fact that once you have a kid, you cannot, give it back. It's already here. And of course you can some people abandon their kids, but I don't think that's the solution anyone would applaud. So the bottom line is, I think if more people would make this choice with a cool head, really, instead of rushing into marriage and procreation just because everyone else is doing this out of conformity, we would have a better society. Maybe it would have consisted of less people, but people probably would have been happier in general, because they would only be born to parents who really, really wanted them, and not only wanted the happy side of, all the parenthood that everybody imagines, but were ready to face all the difficulties that will rise up before them once they have their kid. So anyway, that was the point of this video. Say hello to your kids or your child-free friends. Well, have a good night or evening.